Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here to give you a Gorg video. Hold up, wait 1 second, hold the phone, swap that around. Let's put Gorg in the middle here. So today's a Gorg video. I did say before I took a hiatus in terms of posting videos, I'd do a bunch of Gorg videos. And today's video is all about the build I made for Gorg. Or at least the best build in my opinion in terms of the sense of consistent wins or like consistent good matchups. The main meta build by everyone's standard, or what everyone wants him to have or should have, all revolves around his extra turn skills. While this is a really strong build, it is a really busted build. The only real problem with it is it's really weak to anticipation monsters, and that's way too common in the meta. There are way too many people running Ragnaraks and Marquise de Flambés. It's a really strong build, but it has a too strong of a weakness to consider useful, especially in PvP mode, or like not PvP mode, the friendly battle mode. You won't get much opportunity to use it just because whenever you fight someone, they'll always bring anticipation. It's just too strong of a trait not to have, and it's for good reasons too, because it prevents this man from using that said build. So what is the build I'm actually running? What's the difference? Well, you still keep the 2 stun skills. That never changes. That's really amazing. To remove effects and then deny is always good. So that's a given. What other 2 skills am I alternatively running? Well, I'm not running the extra turn precision. I mean, so that's that's out of the question. I'm not running the the precision. I'm not running that, and I'm not running the single target day skill too. I guess I'm swapping out the single target stun for. I'm taking the stun instead of the single target extra turn days damage skill, and then for the other one, I'm taking the electric or the shock. The shock one, the remove positive effects single target shock damage skill, just to forever pretty much keep shock on the field. This combined with like the monster Olnir, I believe it was called, who does triple damage to thunder monster, is really good. But the main consistency of the build is the enemy won't ever be able to keep their positive effects if they do spam them, which is a very common thing in competitive play where monsters have a whole bunch of buff skills. Gorg kind of says no to all of that, or constantly says no, so they'll never keep it up, and he'll have nice damaging output. The other skill I actually have besides the electric shock, the single target stun. What's that third skill? The other skill that I actually run is the AoE drowned, or like it's a single target damage, but everyone it's drowned. It also removes all these positive effects first before doing so. Again, that's the main selling point of this monster. The main reason why I was even interested in this monster was the fact it could just remove effects. Like when this monster is alive, you cannot keep any buff. Especially the ones that you need to keep on to make it any form of use, like regen or taunt. He just constantly removes that. He just doesn't let you have it, and that's the main point of the monster. Now, in terms of relics, I'm only running the banner today. I'm kind of being lazy in terms of I haven't really set the relics for my other monster, who is Wasper. This is also a showcasing of Wasper and what he can do. Being able to disable traits is nice, and I'm running the done right, just because I'm not running team speed. I'm not the hugest fan of team speed, so I like to run done raw or a taunter, or the monster that's runs full speed that has area dodge, like old Wallet Willy. But today I'm just running done raw to substitute for the fact I just don't run team speed. I just don't have many team speed monsters. I don't really see much of a point in it if I don't have a 130 denier, and if I'm running the team speed, if my monster's not faster than the other monster, what's the point of running team speed? I still get denied. I still get my butt whooped, and it doesn't change. With mega taunt, a lot of monster get one specific monster gets really punished, but everyone else is fine. So I just it's just the thing I feel about team speed. The first fight we'll do is I think we'll do this Ragnarok fight. I think that's a good one. Ragnarok, Sunblast, and Marquise de Flambe. Again, we're not running any of the extra turn skills, so we're pretty much fine. As you can see here, I got all of the remove positive effect skills. This torture immunity, Ganzo, it's no longer relevant. We can now disable the traits of everyone on the field, which is nice. You could, I will say, if you are running a trait disabled monster, then the extra turn build is more flexible. You'll be able to run it better. But that's relying on it. You have to rely on that to actually make that build useful. Again, it's a really strong build. It's stronger than this, theoretically speaking, in terms of damage output. But in terms of just consistent usage, you will be countered a lot just because of traits in general. So you have to disable the traits before you can even use Gorg offensively. That's a huge thing. With this specific build, you can regardless if they have, buffs and stuff. I should have probably went for Flambe, but that's fine. We can go for probably the stun here. I think I did the wrong skill. Yeah, I did. We can actually go for a DOT here. Now everyone's down. Everyone's drowning. We can go for the poison here. And blunt harpoon. So he died from DOT alone. See, that DOT alone killed him. I will say, if your damage output as well isn't the highest, maybe the DOT, this specific build works better. In the case of the event, the extra turn damage isn't enough. So that's also a thing. But that battle went really smoothly. Now, the obvious counter to the team I'm running is, obviously I get pub stomped by Shizar. But to be honest, what comp doesn't get pub stomped by Shizar nowadays, We'll do... let's try again. I mean, find a, relatively nice space to play against. What do I have for my defense log? We'll fight this man. Not even looking to see what it even did in terms of stuff. We'll do our AoE harpoon Gatling gun. So there's no way he can keep effects on the field. He pretty much has no way of keeping any positive effects. I do lose out on Sea Hater, which is huge. But again, since it's an extra turn skill, it's really hard for me to take advantage of it. Because of all these, anticipation monsters. I really think it's a busted build, but it's really easy to be countered. So, but this build is, I find consistency with this. I actually won quite a few battles in war that I would have lost if I would have ran the extra turn build. But since I was running this build, I actually won quite a bit, and I didn't lose much coins at all, if any, none. I usually 3-coined everything. It's just because of the DOT alone and just the constant removal of stuff. They can't sustain through anything. None of the things that they can do does them any good, because I'm constantly removing whatever they do. So it's not doing them any good. We'll go for the damage, and then we'll go into drown. This guy's covered in DOT, and bada bing, bada boom, we win. Got really nice DOT consistency here. Again, this team is nice, but on the condition that no one removes Dunraz's passive. The Mega Taunt. Because I'm not relying on speed, I'm relying on just the turn 1, Mega Taunt. I don't know. Okay, so here's something that always amazes me in PvP arena, right? I understand this in Team War, but not here. I don't understand why people run Sunblast on defense, because this thing exists. I don't understand. This monster is nice, but this monster completely shuts it down. Everything is drawn to it, and he can't remove it. I don't understand that. That's what people are doing in this current war too. I don't understand people, man. Doesn't do anything for them. Dude, run cyber. Run cyber with that remove, nanovirus. That's way better. I mean, it's slower than Sunblast, but Sunblast can't do anything against them. I don't get that. Dude, the things you see in PvP. I disabled the traits. Disabling traits also gives us more of an opportunity to land things because they don't have the decreased chance anymore. So we're consistently landing things. We'll go for the drowned here. Marquise de Flambe is dead, so we can go for poison here. Look at that beautiful damage. Mwah. Kissable. I also think the build I'm using is actually nice for, let's say you're running full speed Gorg. This would actually be a better, alternative than the extra turn damage set because you're not running power. So doing extra turn damage doesn't do you much good because you're not doing much damage at all. Even when you're doing extra turn stuff, I think I think this build would be better on full speed Gorgs too. And Gorg could do that. He actually runs a speed of 3,509 at 100. So it's pretty nice. The base speed is like Zyron's, I think. Yeah, Zyron's and Gakora's. So really nice base speed. You can run up Denier if you wanted to. We have enough for one more battle, so let's do that. Let's do exactly that. Looks like we have 2 more battles left. Alright, perfect. This is even against the artifact team. This is gonna be nice. So this guy has all, whatchamacallit. We're gonna shoot we're gonna shoot this man with the blunt harpoon. And then let's actually disable the trade on that. Kill that. that died. That is officially dead. That is no longer living. We'll go for curse into. Could actually go for the drowned here. I think I'll go for that. That's drowning now. And then we'll go for AoE trait disable. This guy doesn't have a trait anymore. So we can do whatever we want. Stun it. Pop it. Lock it. Put it in your pocket. Spat on it. And the deed is done. This is actually, Gorg and your boy Wasper over there is, they're looking like the best of chums. I'm liking the results of this team. This is pretty nice. But yeah. So there you have it. Again, here's the build again, just one last time. So this is the build, the Harpoon Gatling gun. That's an obvious must. It's the rank 4 scale. It's what you kind of get them to 4 for. Electrified Harpoon. I think you got this at rank 2. This is your rank 2 skill. Really nice in terms of, let's say they're constantly cleaning. Let's say they clean their first, turn of shock. This is a good backup, in case they remove it, you can reapply it. So that's nice. It prevents them from getting extra turn skills as long as in the condition it doesn't remove the effect like Shizar or Ragnarok or, I think Hercule has a extra turn skill that removes negative effects. Have I been saying positive? I meant negative. So anything that removed negative effects, extra turn skills, they can bypass shock. And I don't know if that's cool or not. Because that kind of defeats the purpose of shock. The whole point of shock is to prevent extra turns. If extra turns that remove, remove that still get that extra turn, it's kind of dumb. Kind of defeats the purpose of shock. It's good for like offensive extra turn dealers. but it's not good against like defensive ones. So like defensive oriented extra turns, that's good. It's kind of garbage. But no, this is still good for those monsters that need shocked on them at all times. Blunt harpoon for obvious reasons instead of the single target base or and the stun. I think this is really nice. I think this should be on all Gorgs, not only because of its nice utilitative setup, but it does 70 damage. This is his best damaging skill, and he gets this naturally. Like, this is great. 70 damage is amazing on a one-turn cooldown, and it can stun. Come on, though. Come on. Come on. And then we got the single target drown skill, which did a lot of work in this video. I really liked this skill. The skill has been really nice to me, and I've been really nice to it. So this is nice. Again, the meta build, I'm going to do like a funny video at some point showcasing this, but the meta build, if you wanted to go meta here, this is the considered meta build. This is what everyone considers best boy. We run this, and this. This is the meta build. This is best boy build. The reason why this is best boy build, in a lot of people, in everyone's opinion, this is the build everyone's is excited about with Gorg, is just because of the overall. It's a pretty much full-on rotation. As long as you have stamina, you can do this almost forever, I want to say, but you do stop at some point. The cooldowns, while they do, form really nicely, it does actually, I think it does actually stop. So it's not a full-on rotation you can spam forever. You can spam this quite a bit, but at some point you do stop. Because of maybe like, I think the 3-turn cooldown skill is just because of that turn difference. But at some point you do stop, and that's pretty huge. What else is there? It's a really nice damage rotation too, because you also pub stomp any sea monster thanks to the sea hitter. That's kind of why everyone likes running it too. Pretty much guaranteeing you an instant kill for sure on any sea monster. Guaranteed. It's gone. If this thing gets a turn and with this setup and there's no anticipation monster for you to kind of stop it in its tracks, you instantly lose a unit, regardless of what the level is or the rank or how much HP it has. Especially if you're running 2 damage, you will wear that sea monster down immediately. It's disgusting, and that's why it's a great selling monster. But the main reason why this monster sold to me again was the remove positive effects, just because of everything in the meta that just spams the effects. They just get like double effects, double, they get regen, double healing, damage mirror, skill mirror, hocus pocus, buff a buff. That's not even a real buff, but none of those, the hocus pocus buff and the buff a buff, those aren't real, but I wish they were real now. But yeah, that's the reason why this monster sold to me, was that. And I do like the build I showcased for this video. This is a fun, this build is fun, but I like the one I showcased in today's video. I think it's more consistent, especially with live friendly PvP, when everyone's running like extra, Warrior Masters. That's all I ever see is, Remtars and Ragnaroks. And I feel like this build would run better against them than, the meta build, or the considered meta build for this one. I think this is better. I also learned that this was a single target skill. This isn't actually worth running, in my opinion. It's not on an AoE basis. It's nice for single target DOT, but it's not good in terms of an AoE sense. It lacks area damage presence, and I feel like that's too important to these specific skills. I gotta change this. Blunt harpoon here. Electric harpoon here. Where is it up? That's a nice step down. I'll wait. A weight checker. There we go. This is the build. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Gorg video. Let me know if you're enjoying Gorg. If you have Gorg, let me know how he has been doing you in PvP troubles and or ventures and or battles. And yeah, I'm Dib the Awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Catch you guys later.